welcome to Tips and Tricks. This week, we're going to learn about growth mindset. This is part 2 of growth mindset. If you missed part 1, you might want to go back and watch part 1 if you can. If not, this week we're going to be talking about ways to improve a growth mindset. So if you have a fixed mindset, it's different ways that you can grow into a growth mindset. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is go over a quick review of what growth mindset is. So, growth mindset is when we believe that we can grow, our brains can grow, maybe not in size, but they can grow in our thoughts. And we have little teeny tiny neurons. So, neurons are like our thoughts. They're kind of like sand. We have tons and tons and tons. We have over 100 billion neurons in our brain. And so the connections that we make in our brain is like bridges between neurons. So we make these connections between our neurons like bridges. And those bridges in our brain help us to learn. So whenever we learn something new, we make a new connection. And the more connections we have, the more we can do, the more we can think, the more we can problem solve. And so it's really good to build those connections. And at first, your connections, your bridges are very weak. And when you first start learning something, you may not be very good at it. That bridge is very weak. It probably couldn't hold up a car, right? But over time, as you learn more and more and your connection grows stronger, your bridge gets stronger, then you can hold a car. Maybe you can hold something heavier like a semi truck. Okay, so we're going to talk about some ways to build those connections to make sure that we're having a good, healthy growth mindset. And the first way is to eat healthy foods. So when you're eating the right foods, it can improve your brain function. It can improve your thoughts, your memory. It makes it easier to concentrate. Plus, it's really hard to concentrate and learn new things whenever we're hungry, right? So if we eat those good foods, it'll fuel our body and our mind and make our brain work better. Next, we're going to talk about music. Music can boost learning. It can make learning easier. What's your favorite song? What's a good song for you that helps you focus and concentrate? I like listening to classical music. Help me concentrate. Next, your brain works better after you exercise. So exercise is good for our body and our brain, right? Because exercise can get your blood flowing. And a lot of times when you exercise, that blood flow will increase to your brain. So your brain gets more blood, it gets more oxygen, so air, and it will help us to think and work better. What kind of exercise do you like to do? Do you like to do stretches? Do you like to do yoga? What about running? Or maybe just going for a walk? It's important to do what you like to do so that you're happy while you're doing it. All right, next, we're going to talk about laughing. Laughing can improve or make your memory better. What kinds of things make you laugh? When you laugh, do you remember those happy moments a lot better than those sad moments? Those moments that make you laugh. Yeah. So laughter improves memory, so we have better memories whenever we're laughing. So what kinds of things make you laugh? I like watching funny TV shows. Those make me laugh. Okay, next we're going to talk about sleep. A lot of us don't get enough sleep. It's really hard to sleep. We always have so many things to do, but sleep is really important because it helps your memory and it helps your problem solving. So if you get enough sleep during your day or your night, you have a lot better time solving problems. So it's really, really important that we get enough sleep. Okay, next we're going to think about learning something new. So when you're learning something new, like I said earlier, it's like you're building a bridge between your brain cells, right? Your neurons. So how do we learn something new? We practice And the more we practice, things get stronger. We can ask for help from our adults around us. It's really important that when we're learning something new, we have support from people around us. What's something new that you would like to learn about? I want to learn about trains. So I'm going to probably be reading about trains this week because that's interesting, very interesting to me. Okay. Okay, so all these things I've talked about can help your brain get ready for your day, right? It can help you learn and it can help you be in a good mindset. So, another thing that is really important to remember is that your words affect your mindset. So, if you're saying things like, I give up, I'm not smart, I can't do this, I made a mistake, I can't get any better, I'm not good at math, or I'm not good at reading, or I'll never be as smart as my classmates, or this is too hard. Those kinds of things on the left side of this picture show a fixed mindset. So instead of saying, I give up, maybe you can say, what am I missing? Think about that little part you might be missing. Maybe you need to ask for help. Maybe you can get help from your friend or your teacher or your parents. So instead of giving up and having a fixed mindset, you can use a growth mindset and say, what can I do instead? Okay, the last thing that I want to talk about before we end for today is some do's and don'ts about growth mindset. So I want you to focus on personal mastery, which means don't compare yourself to others. So do focus on improving yourself, getting better for yourself, always doing better when you repeat something. And don't focus on comparing yourself to other people, thinking that other people are doing better than you. Okay. Also, do set reasonable expectations. That means set goals for yourself that you can achieve, but don't set goals that are too low. You don't want goals to be too easy because then when you accomplish those goals, that's not as rewarding. Okay. Do use encouragement. Use positive words for yourself. Don't beat yourself up. If you fail the first time, it's okay. If you fail the second time or third time or fourth time, it's okay. It's important to keep going and keep practicing and never give up. Next is do try new things. Don't stay in your comfort zone. So if you're trying new things, you're probably not comfortable at first, but when you try new things, you're building new bridges and you're learning more and making those connections that are really important. And the last one is do fail. Everyone fails. Failing and making mistakes are how we learn. It's really important to remember that if you fail, it's a good thing. You just want to make sure that you learn from it and do better next time because you can always make improvements. It's very important to remember that when we fail and we're facing a really hard challenge, that's the perfect opportunity to think, what can I do different? How can I do better next time? Because if we never fail, then we can never get better. Mistakes will help us to improve in the future because then we can brainstorm some different ways to get better. I hope that you learned something valuable and that you understand all of the different ways to have a growth mindset and to help grow your brain and learn new things. I hope that you have a really good week and that you try some of these things out.